This OSI model having a 7 layers. Okay. Some people confuse, sir, it is a 7 to 1 or 1 to 7. Okay. Both are correct, guys. Some people may learn already what is a OSI layer kind of stuff. Okay. Some textbook shows the first layer, second layer, like a physical layer is the first one, second one is a data link layer, like that. In certain textbooks shows they will start with application layer, presentation layer, session layer, and last one is a physical layer, which is a correct one. So as per me, my habituated kind of stuff is application layer to physical layer, means 7 to 1. Okay, so maybe some people are habituated to tell from physical layer to application layer. Both are right. Both are right, guys. So do not interchange these things. You have to follow the sequence, either top to bottom or bottom to top. Both are correct, but do not interchange any layers in between. Okay. So first layer means not first layer, it is top layer, application layer, presentation layer, session layer. Next, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. If you hear this thing first time, you may confuse, or maybe you may think you will forget. No problem, guys. You have to read multiple times. Read it, keep saying it, so you will remember it. And if you understand, you remember better. Okay, of course, you should understand. That is the point. Okay, so OSI layer is a open system interconnect reference model, 7-layer model. So what is this? It is used to understand, create a troubleshoot a network related. So how these layers are useful? That is we have to understand. The application layer, presentation layer, session layer is a upper layers or a software layers. This application layer represent the application, client side application or a server side application. If you see, this is my web browser. Okay, my web browser is an application. In my web browser, I've opened a website with a HTTPS protocol. So I can access the web pages through web browser. That is an application. And I use a protocol in the application, so then I will get information from the respective server. Server understand what is your request through the protocols, only. That is first point. Okay, and server side also there is a web server application is there. Web server application is there. Next one is presentation layer. What is a presentation layer? So I'm using a normal text data. Sometimes I use a pictures. Okay, I will use a video. Okay, I'm accessing video, or maybe I will upload a video file or I download a video file. I stream a video file. I stream a music file. I share a PDF file. So data can be in the different forms. Data in the different forms. The presentation layer convert data into ASCII format, that is called a encoding and decoding. And presentation layer also do compress the data and decompress data. Large data will be compressed at presentation layer, okay, when it is sending. Okay, encrypting and decrypting. So you have a data is sending either in a plain format or maybe encrypted format. Can you see HTTPS means S means over SSL data is sending, means it is data is encrypting. The next one is session layer. So just I'm giving one overview only, guys, not much detailed explanation. I will give you detailed explanation, but I want to tell each one. What is a session layer? You open a website. Okay, you open a website. Okay, so your request is go to the Amazon web server. The Amazon web server receive your request and give the page. Give the page. So you will get the data on your place. So I'm going to home page. Cities. I'm getting the data from the Amazon. Okay, so what is this 199? So up under 199, so not required any under stuff. Okay, this is my picture, my data, right? If I refresh, sorry, point is when you send a request to the server will give you the data, right? So when you are sending, then you will create a session ID. Until this session will be maintained, this session will be maintained till you receive a complete data from the destination. Means from here, so you receive a complete data. So you send a request and you receive your data, right? Once you are completely get the data, then session is completed. Okay. Next, for example, same Amazon example I'm telling guys. You open a Amazon. You send a request to Amazon. Yeah, you open a Amazon. It means you send a request to Amazon server. You send a request to Amazon server. Amazon server see your authentication, username, password, verified, and what is your requirement, your login requirements and all. So it will give you. So when you are sending a request to the Amazon, so there is a session is created. Session is created. And you received a data. Now you select a product. Okay. You select some product. You want to buy some product, right? The product will go to your cart, right? So then I'm showing my cart as something it is showing. Okay. For example, I want to buy this one. So it is my price. Then what to do? Go to price area to buy, right? So you select the item. So you add it to cart and then you put a buy. Then it will ask you to delivery and finally it go to payment. Okay, at payment, okay, you given a details and also when you given a details and send okay, okay, all the details go to your Amazon, right? One by one Amazon will come. So payment details will be sent to the Amazon. Amazon will send the details to your bank, right? Bank. The bank will confirm your data. So confirms, yes, the payment is okay. And it will tell to the Amazon. Amazon will return, yes, payment is successful. Payment is successful. So we place the order. Order will be placed. If you remember at payment time, it will tell you do not refresh. Array, press the back button. Do not refresh. Array, press the back button. What will happen if you press the back button or a refresh? The session will be changes. These are all the pay up to here. It's no problem. But when you go to the buy and then you are giving a payment and payment will go to your Amazon to bank will be tell to Amazon will returns your payment successful. Okay, place order. This entire thing should be done in the same session only. Okay, if it is not happen something while payment is going on, you done a refresh, the session ID will be changes. Okay, your payment may not be successful, order may not be placed. Okay, no one knows. Okay, so that's why better not to refresh like a session ID, like a transport. Yeah, okay, I didn't explaining remaining thing completely. Okay, I will explain it anyway. Transport layer having lot of duties, guys. One is it is provided end-to-end connectivity. Segmenting means it drops the data into small pieces. Ramming and sequencing means it cut the data into small pieces. Okay, it cut the data. Yeah. So we'll back to one small step. No. Already explained once again. I will explain no problem, but not a detailed explanation. We don't have a time. That's all. Guys, this transport layer segment the data means it chop the data into small pieces. For example, I have a name like hello, how are you? I will cut the data into small parts and I will put a certain numbering on it. Okay. So what happened? So when I put a certain numbering on it, so when I'm sending a data to the destination, so the packets I am sending one by one. First packet I send, it is received. Then I received a acknowledgement for that packet. Like I send a second packet is received and I will get a acknowledgement. I am APC, this is BPC. Third packet I send, I didn't receive any acknowledgement. Fourth packet I send, I received an acknowledgement for a fourth packet. Okay. So what happened? The third packet, I understand, APC understand, third packet is not received by BPC. So what are the packets we received so far? Hello, how, and you. Okay. So what is the missing one? Third packet. Now I realize third packet is missing. The system automatically send a third packet and I received a acknowledgement. Means R is received. But they are not in the order. They are not in the order. So we'll rearrange it again based on the numbering. There is a sequence number. Based on the sequence number, I can able to rearrange it. And I got the missing packet also. So this is what we are trying to say is there is a numbering and sequencing. Transport layer segment the data means it cut the data into small pieces and numbering and sequence means they will put a sequence under. And also it will do error correction. What is error correction? Here it is I told a packet is missing. So obviously we can able to know packet is missed, we'll send the packet. That is a error correction. So we find the error and we'll do the error correction. And exactly what packet is missed, that only we'll send, that complete set of data. And it multiplex and demultiplex TCP UDP protocols. Okay. I didn't told you about protocols and their port number, guys. Okay. Protocols are generally when you hear from anyone that is what is a protocol they will tell some people mainly in college it is a set of rules. But what is the set of rules? What is the meaning of a set of rules? Of course. Okay. What is a set of rules? So to understand what type of communication it is. Okay. What type of communication? What is a client request? What is the server is trying to give it to me? Okay. Client to server request communication, understand what type of communication it is, understand by protocols only. Understand what is a request from the server and clients. Okay. Okay. So guys, for example, you send a request, HTTP, web related communication, web pages related. FTP, file server related means uploading and file downloading of a file. SMTP for sending a mail, a POP3 or IMAP for receiving a mail. NTP protocol used to synchronize the time. LDAP protocol, Kerberos protocol for authentication protocols. SSH, Telnet, RDP, these are remote accessing related protocols. Okay. So these are the some protocols and their port numbers. Okay, there is a lot of protocols and they are having their own port numbers are there, but here I trying to okay add these things. Guys, here it is. Always every protocol there is a reserved port numbers also there. Here is the most frequently used protocols and their port numbers I am giving to you. So that's point. HTTP is related to web related HTTPS. This is also very important, guys. HTTP and HTTPS. HTTP is a protocol used for a web communication. HTTPS, same web communication, but encryption. Data is encrypted with HTTPS. HTTP, same data, same website. If I use HTTP, means server and client both are using HTTP. So while you are sending and receiving data, data is a direct format. So if anybody is trying to get your data, okay, I'm sending a request, I received this data to me. So while I'm sending and receiving a data is not encrypted, data is a normal format only. If I use HTTPS, it's an end-to-end encryption type. Means data is shown to my PC, but while I am sending through network, it will be encrypted. So someone is trying to get data, what are you are sending or receiving, so they will get encrypted data only. So they cannot understand what data it is. Okay. So this is HTTPS difference. Okay. HTTP normal direct data format, but HTTPS is a encrypted format data or SSL we are using. That's a port number changes. FTP file transfer protocol to upload or download a file. Yeah, I am doing one diagram, just simple two things only. One is this is the client PC. Think like this. This is the client PC. Okay, and this is the server PC. Server is also a machine, right? So it's very simple. From client, I'm sending a request. So for example, my server is it's a web server. It's a web server, and this is a my some PCA, some system, client system. From my browser, okay, I am giving a request called a HTTP request. And web server is also HTTP, so it will understand what is your request and it will give you a web page. Okay, it will give you a web page. So that we call it as a HTTP response. Means a web page, if it is available. So just for our understanding, I said web page. It will give you HTTP response. Just for example, guys, you are sending a request to the web server. Okay, a SMTP request means mail related request you are sending. Okay, mail server related request. So what SMTP as a web server will do? It drop the packet because it is not a mail server. It is not a mail server. So like that it will work. This is good. Okay. Okay. So FTP 2021 for a uploading and downloading of files. SSH for remote access. I have a remote machine. I want to access through my CLI, means command line interface, SSH protocol. Telnet is also same thing. Okay, I can able to access my remote machine through Telnet. Okay, through CLI, command line interface. But SSH is a encrypted format, Telnet is a non-encrypted format. RDP, remote desktop protocol, to access my remote machine, the complete desktop environment, I can access using a RDP protocol. SSH, simple mail transfer protocol, use it to send a mail to the mail server. POP3 and IMAP is a mail. POP3 and IMAP are to retrieve a mail, means in your mail server you have a mail, you want to get your mail, you want to see your mail, that is a POP3 or IMAP. TFTP, trivial file transfer protocol. Trivial file transfer protocol to upload or download a configuration file to back up the configuration of remote servers or remote devices like router switches kind of stuff. DHCP and DNS. Guys, DHCP is a protocol used to assign an IP address to the clients automatically. I have a client, DHCP client, and there is a DHCP server. DHCP client request, I want an IP address to the DHCP server. DHCP server gives IP address to the client machine. Okay, already I showed guys that one. IP address, either you can configure manually, use following IP address, but you want to get an IP address from DHCP server, then obtain IP address automatically. So what happen if you put obtain IP address automatically? So that is, you will get an IP address from DHCP server. You have to go back. Yeah, this is obtain IP address automatically, means your adapter will try to get IP address from DHCP server. So what is DHCP server will do? It assign an IP address to the client PCs. Next one is DNS server. Next one is DNS server. Guys, remember all communications by IP address only, not with the names, but we are communicating with the names. YouTube.com, Amazon.in, okay, w3schools.com. So all communications we are through here with the names only, but we should communicate with the IP address. You don't know the IP address, someone has to give you IP address. I got this IP address from my DNS server. How I got this IP address? From my DNS server. See, I got an IP address before I reached the www.google.com. Before reaching www.google.com, I got an IP address of google.com. Okay, so I'm communicating with the IP address only. Who given this IP address? DNS server. NTP, network time protocol. Have you seen this is the time? This time is configured by my Microsoft time.windows.com server. Okay, it is used for a time synchronization purpose. Time sync as per the time server. In my case, like my system is syncing time with a time.windows.com. Of course, your PC is also based on the time zone. My time will be automatically comes. Okay. Kerberos and LDAP are used for authentication protocols. Okay, user authentication protocols kind of stuff. SNMP, simple network management protocol, usually in a monitoring tools. Okay, so these are the protocols Okay, and their port numbers. This is also important, guys. OSI layer protocols and port numbers. These protocols and port numbers, okay, are there. So see, this is a certain protocols and port numbers. At application layer, the protocols and port numbers will be take care. Okay, at application layer, these protocols and the port numbers and server side application and the client side applications will be take care. Okay, this will comes under application layer, because for example, I am using a web browser. What protocols I can use? HTTP or HTTPS, not FTP, SMTP, NTP. I don't use here. Okay. If I use Outlook, I will use protocols like a SMTP, POP3, IMAP kind of protocol. You know, in PuTTY is an application used to connect remote servers. I've used certain protocols using PuTTY application to connect remote machines using SSH or Telnet kind of protocols. Okay, there is applications. Applications are meant for to do certain tasks. So client side applications, server side applications also there, and they will communicate by, they will understand type of communication by protocols. Okay, that's the first point. And again, I'm telling this, already I explained session layer and presentation layer. Just for notes, I'm giving this one. Presentation layer, guys, once again, what is the use of presentation layer? It encode the data and decode data. While you are sending a packet, you encode and send. When you receive a packet, you will decode and take it. Okay, whatever the data format it is, it convert into ASCII format. Presentation layer also do compress the data and decompress the data, and also encrypt the data and de-encrypt data. While you are sending a data, you encrypt the data. When you're receiving a data, data will be decrypted. Session layer, when you are sending, session ID will be created. Once you completed a complete session, session is completed, the session will be terminated, and also it will create a multiple sessions in the same communication. Okay. Next one is transport layer. Already I told, guys, transport layer. In the transport layer part, TCP UDP is there. I will tell that one. Already I told certain points in the transport layer. Okay. It will provide a end-to-end connectivity, segmenting the data, numbering and sequencing order. Okay, so what it will chop the data into small parts and put the number and sequencing on it. It is used for error correction. If in case any data packet is missing, we can able to send that particular data packet. And also to multiplex and demultiplex TCP, UDP protocols. That is also I will add here. Where is the TCP? So also again common question, guys, what is the difference between TCP, UDP? The original story of TCP, UDP we are not going to tell anyway. Okay, this time telling normal story. Okay, yeah, just 5 minutes, 10 minutes just. Okay, transmission control protocol, UDP, user datagram protocol. It is a acknowledgement based protocol, non-acknowledgement based protocol. Exactly what is TCP, UDP? Because of this one, again I told about the protocols, guys. These protocols define what type of communication it is, and these protocols are TCP type protocols and UDP type protocols also there. TCP type of protocols, UDP. For example, you take a HTTP, TCP type protocol it is. You take a TFTP, it is UDP type protocol it is. It is a UDP type protocol it is. Okay. So what is the TCP type protocol will do? It is acknowledgement based, means when you send a packet, destination received a packet and destination will give you acknowledgement. So for A to B, I'm sending a packet, first packet is sent, B is received, B will give you acknowledgement. I received a packet. Like that, you send a packet, packet is received by destination, destination will send you acknowledgement. What is the advantage of it? Source knows destination is received a packet. For example, you send a packet, the packet is not received, then you don't receive a acknowledgement. Means source does not receive a acknowledgement. Means source think this particular packet is not received. So we can able to send the packet again. Once destination received, we'll receive a acknowledgement. So then we think it is destination is received. Same way, UDP type protocols. What is UDP type protocols will do? It will send a packet. Whether destination is received or not, we never mind. Okay, destination is received or not, we don't know. For example, third packet is not received, we don't know, we'll keep sending the packets. Okay, so this is a UDP type protocol and it is a TCP type protocols. Example of TCP type protocols: SMTP, STP, FTP, SNMP. UDP type protocol: DHCP, TFTP, DNS. Guys, DNS is both the sides. DNS is there. Means DNS is a TCP type as well as a UDP type protocol. It is. And TCP type protocols are reliable protocols because of source node destination is received or not. Next, TCP type protocols also called as a connection oriented protocols, and UDP type protocols we call it as a connectionless protocols. Okay, so why it is a connection oriented? Guys, this is not belongs to wired or wireless. Whether you are using wireless or wired, it is not at all. Okay, connection oriented means source node destination is received a packet or not. How? By destination is sending a acknowledgement to the source. Okay, in connectionless, why connectionless? Source don't know destination is received a packet or not. Okay, so it will send, but it does not receive any acknowledgement from the destination. That's the meaning of connection oriented and connectionless, not a wired or wireless communication. It's a purely TCP, UDP, connection oriented and connectionless. Okay, so and also it will do windowing, means if you see here it is, guys, I send a packet 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, I'm not waiting for acknowledgement for each and every packet. I'm sending a bunch of packets and then I will wait for an acknowledgement. Again, I will send a bunch of packets and I wait for an acknowledgement. So that is based on the destination. Also, we'll send a packets at a time based on the destination also. That is a flow control or a windowing. Next one is PDU, packet data unit. Guys, data at any layer, application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, whatever the layer it is, data in the layer, we call it as a PDU, packet data unit. In transport layer, there is from whatever that PDU we received, data we received from session layer, there is a TCP header will be added. Then it become a segment. This segment will send to the network layer. Just guys, only 10 minutes maximum. I will complete this one. Okay. Now only 3 layers are there. Okay. Don't worry. Actually, I want to skip this part, but this is good to know because very important part is TCP, UDP. Each network layer information is also important, but so everything is important. So we cannot judge. Protocols port numbers, lifetime useful, guys. Protocols port numbers are a lifetime useful, means as long as you are in the any form of network. Okay, these protocols are useful. Any form means either IT. If you are belongs to the IT, protocols and their port numbers are very useful. Okay, so this segment is sent to the network layer. Network layer is take care of your logical addressing like a IP address, IPv4, IPv6 kind of addressing. And also it will add it with the routing protocols, means routing information will be added at a network layer. At network layer, you have a segment, and the segment is added with a network header, which is nothing but a source IP address and destination IP address. This is called a packet. Originally, we call packet. The original network packet means the packet contains a source IP and destination IP address and the segment information. This packet is sent to the data link layer. In a data link layer, two sub layers are there. One is a MAC layer, another one is a LLC layer. Logical link control layer is actually dealing with a WAN type of protocol. When you are communicating through WAN, the WAN connected devices will deal with this LLC. For example, modem is connected to WAN, means internet connectivity. So WAN protocols. It will understand WAN type of protocol. PPP, SDLC, frame relay, MPLS, these are all WAN protocols. Media access control MAC address, you already know it is a 48-bit in a binary, 12 hexadecimal represent. It is also called as physical address. And this, your data link layer is adds a source MAC address, destination MAC address to your packet, plus there is a CRC. Cyclic redundancy check used for a error checking purpose. So source MAC address, destination MAC address, packet and CRC combinedly we call it as a frame. This frame is sent to a physical layer. Okay, the physical layer convert your frame into bit stream, converts your bit frame into bit stream. The bit stream again convert into different forms, depends upon the connectivity. For example, we are using a wide connectivity Ethernet type of communication, UTP, STP cables. This it will be converted into electrical signal. You are connected to Wi-Fi kind of stuff, radio wave signals, and you are connecting using a fiber optical cable, light wave signal it is. Okay, so this is about your OS layer, guys. So again, application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and a physical layer. Okay. Okay, so when you send when you are sending send is application layer to physical layer. Okay, while you are sending, while you are receiving, while you are sending, application layer to physical layer. But while you are receiving, layer to application layer, means first one is 7th layer and last one is first layer. The physical layer is the first layer to 7th layer. So okay, other explanation we don't have a time. That's okay. OSI and TCP IP difference is there. That is, I will finish with that one. TCP IP protocol suite, we are all using TCP IP only, guys. Here it is. You have an application layer, presentation. It is a only comparison. Lot of people think it is a actually TCP IP came from OSI. No, guys, no. It is just for comparison. That's it. Okay. TCP came first and OSI came last. Transport layer, network layer, data link layer. Okay, this TCP model also called as a DoD model. So these three layers, application layer, presentation layer, these three layers actually almost all same kind of layers. Okay, so the three layers combinedly here, application layer, presentation layer, session layer. In TCP, it is one application layer. Transport is transport. Network layer called as a internet layer. Data link layer and physical layer, we call it as a network access layer. That is, I will put a above yellow, dark yellow is good. This is a good one. Network and internet layer, that is, I will put a blue line. Transport layer is a black is okay, but so why we put all are in a colors and this is not in a color, it is okay. Okay, it's a OSI and a TCP IP comparison. Okay, OSI layer wise troubleshooting, if that is not, we don't have a time now. Tomorrow we'll discuss IP addresses, guys, and any other additional things are there, also troubleshooting related. If possible, I will try tomorrow. Okay, so that's it for it today. Read, guys, everything.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.